Next match. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
I'm glad I remember more of this match than I remember of the pay-per-view that we went to live. Like,
do you want to actually drink your beer this time?
I mean, I've been drinking my beer.
Oh, so I'm just gonna say this. Me and Sam and Billi, you went to. We all three of us went. We went to Night of Champions in Charlotte, North Carolina. I can't remember what year.
It was great. I think 3 years ago.
Was it 3 years ago?
Three, 4.
We went to Night of Champions when it was in Charlotte, and my friend here, he ate something.
He partook in some activities.
Yeah, and
then he went to sleep.
When we got there, he was good, and then like
I remember.
he remembered the first match, but I don't think he remembers the second match on after that.
Honestly,
me and you got real close that night.
We did.
You were sitting there drinking his beer, like, "Hey, Damien, you want some?"
Yeah, I'll take his beer. He ain't gonna drink it. So
I was asleep. All I remember from that night was going to go get some chicken nuggets from the damn concession stand before the pay-per-view started. I remember Alexa Bliss's music hitting,
not her coming out.
Her standing there
she
and
comes out with her
hands
hands
up, and that's all I remember.
She goes to go do her little thing, goes like this.
I was like, Sam, wake up. He couldn't.
I was gone. I remember waking up at one point and looking over, and Damien was looking at me with his phone. I'm pretty sure.
I remember that he was recording the video, and you were like,
"If I can find it, I'm gonna edit it into this video." But
make the picture of him sleeping the thumbnail, man. I'm telling you, people will click on that. That was great.
Sam sleep at Night of Champions.
How do you sleep through a pay-per-view? Fireworks and all, guys.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't even remember how we got you out of there. I get you walked on your own.
I said, "Wake the hell up!"
Yeah.
He zombie walked back to the room.
but to his credit, he walked with me to the epicenter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because Jeff Hardy was out there.
We went and met Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, we went in there. And saw
that was on my birthday.
You did. It was like, okay. I was like, all right, Sam, it's time to go now. It's like you're falling asleep again. You're doing it again. It's time to go.
It is time to leave.
Yeah, but
then I went back and slept on the couch.
Yep.
Damn. Right?
Yeah, you did.
He did. He slept like a baby. We're all like, is he breathing? Yeah, he's good.
Oh, he's breathing. All right, Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh, okay.
Brock Lesnar versus Cody.
First of all,
I'll let you have
my man he didn't tap and he didn't get pinned.
Nope.
Okay. And I don't know how did they let you in the ring with cast? How did this happen? Who cleared this? Somebody called the doctor and somebody called the people that made the wrestling rules, because that doesn't seem right.
I mean,
ultimately at that point, it's up to the competitor's discretion.
I got that.
If they want to put their bodies at risk,
can somebody ask his wife instead of him next
people
time?
People are going to pay money to watch somebody. They don't give a damn who it is. They're going to pay money to watch somebody in a cast beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. He did.
Yeah.
And then
I thought for sure Cody.
Well, he didn't beat the shit out of him, but
I thought for sure Cody was walking out with the
cast, though.
Like, most definitely.
I did not. I thought that Brock was gonna win.
Tell him up.
And
Tell him up.
This is just my personal opinion here. Cody is still being punished.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yep. I think so too.
Going into the history of all that is really more of a him thing, because he has a freaky memory for everything that's ever happened in wrestling.
He never should have went to AEW.
But
WWE Champions.
And he did something with the throne or something.
Well,
like
see, no. I don't think the throne has much to do with it, because he hit the throne as a fuck you to Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple H got his fuck
and
you back.
ultimately Triple H got his fuck you back. Yes, but Vince McMahon is the one that came back and scrapped everything at WrestleMania, in my personal opinion.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I think Cody would have won at WrestleMania
I think
if
so
it
too.
wasn't for Vince.
Yeah, I think so too.
But they're doing okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But at that same standpoint,
He's
stemming
still being
off
punished.
of what she said, he's still being punished by
And
Vince
he's gonna
McMahon.
be punished.
Yeah. I also said that at WrestleMania, I was like, I think Cody will win, but I would not be surprised if Roman wins too. I was like, I wouldn't be. You can't be surprised.
I didn't think he was gonna win, because I knew Roman was gonna get this 1,000 days.
Yeah.
But now that Roman has the 1,000 days,
now it's like
somebody needs to kick him off the podium. I'm done.
But it better not be Cody Rhodes going through the Rumble again. We did that already.
Oh yeah. No.
If he makes it to next WrestleMania.
I fully expect Roman to make it to next WrestleMania.
I really need him not
but
to.
I don't think
what I think will happen and what I want to happen are two different things, okay? But
it could happen.
It feels completely accurate that they would just repeat the flipping year again. It's just completely accurate.
I don't think Cody Rhodes is going to win the Rumble again.
No. Well, whoever wins the Rumble is going to pick the World Heavyweight Champion, whoever that may be at the time.
It depends. I don't think Cody's going to win the Rumble again. I mean, it's possible because we've got multiple Rumble winners.
Maybe they make it a triple threat between Cody, Roman, and whoever wins the Rumble.
It's possible.
Well, see, my problem with that is the Rumble winner gets to choose their title match.
Yeah.
If you choose your title match and you don't take it off of Roman Reigns after 3 WrestleManias,
oh no, I would definitely pick Seth. Like, if we're going with who's the champion right now,
based off who I can beat, but like off of
over Roman Reigns because Seth Rollins comes with guess who? Seth freaking Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Roman Reigns don't come with nobody either.
Roman bullshit. Alright.
Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Alright.
Let's wait for that one because I'm
gonna start that one off too.
Okay, that's cool. I said it's not over. Of course, I think it's gonna be another match at SummerSlam.
Between Brock and Cody?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And now Cody has something to prove, and it's not going to be
exactly.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get. People are going to go technical on me about this. He didn't get beat. He didn't tap. No. He didn't pin. He literally
passed out.
He passed out from
exactly.
pain.
Yeah.
And
from lack of oxygen.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh well, he lost, but that's not. I guess I just think of legitimate losses and non-legitimate losses, and in my brain, that counts as a non-legitimate loss. Like, I lost, but you didn't, you didn't hold me down.
Yeah, I mean, it goes down in the record books as a loss, but
there's a little star next to it that says, "I passed out."
Yeah, I passed out. I didn't give up to you. You didn't pin my shoulders.
Right.
So, but it's a loss. It's like
and that's why I think that they will definitely have another match because
they're definitely gonna have another match.
Cody's not gonna leave it at I passed out.
Yeah,
He's not.
And I think he's gonna take. I don't think he'll be a Money in the Bank.
No.
I think he's gonna take time.
I don't think he should be.
He's gonna take time and get maybe. But
I knew it was coming.
Between the pet.
You smell that bullshit?
he smells it coming. He does.
No, I think he's gonna take time. He's gonna take a little time.
Sorry. It's going to be about 4 or 5 more.
He's going to take a little time.
Yep.
And he's going to come back at SummerSlam, and they're going to wrestle again.
I think that's how it'll be.
It's not bullshit, Sam.
It really shouldn't. Like, I pray that he takes time because any loss out of him, like any win out of him right now would be believable. I mean.
I told you it's going to be 3 or 4 more. That is.
Now?
Now what?
We have to do this now.
Now of all times.
So
okay.
Any other?
I mean, it was a good match.
Do we see Brock any until Cody comes back?
I don't.
So.
Probably not.
He's been more active in this last year than he ever has.
Right, and that I can be thankful for.
He has been.
I hate that Brock did this turn, and a lot of he picks on me because he's like, oh, you just don't like any of the heels, and that's not necessarily true because I do like some heels. But I was really digging Cowboy Brock.
I was too.
I think me and like all of the women population was like, dude, this is cool. I'm down with this. We're good with this. Like,
it was cool.
And now it just feels like we've reverted back into that same old thing. Like, and man, I don't know how to tell you this, but you are kind of a joke to a lot of people. Like, not that he is a joke, but like people make a joke of him because he wasn't around back then. So like, man.
You can go outside and get yourself together.
Oh gosh, don't send him outside, it'll get worse. But it just, I don't know, it would be really unbelievable for Cody to win anything right now.
Yeah. No, I mean,
he's got to stay home, and he won't recover if he loses to Brock, like, again. If he legitimately lost, he wouldn't.
He probably ain't winning no championships next year. He's probably going to put his time in.
Pay
them dues before he even wins a championship.
Jeez, they might make him bring back Stardust.
Oh my God.
Fuck, they're
He will. I guarantee you he will leave before he does that. He will reach his contract.
I'm just playing. Basically, what I'm trying to say is they're going to embarrass him.
Tonight. Just saying. Let me throw that out there. And I'm always shipping AEW.
Hey, don't open that door. Don't open that door. You're going to get shut down.
I'm going to cancel all this.
The internet is going to cancel us because of you.
No, this show right here is for wrestling. This is not Let's Talk WWE.
Right.
Let's Talk Wrestling. But I don't watch enough AEW yet. So.
See, but I do.
We
so
do.
I got you covered.
Okay, that's cool.
We got you covered. You're right. You're right. We do.
So,
Okay, so we're rounding it out with, that was a really good match, but inevitably it is not the end.
No.
It's definitely not the end.
It's definitely not the end, and on that point, I said it earlier about the Gunther and Ali match, but Cody and Brock both did a really good job of making it believable.
It was very good.
They started out real good with Cody getting his butt beat because Brock's pissed.
Yeah.
But then Cody figures out that he can use his cast as a weapon.
Yeah.
That tank
And
runs out
then,
of steam real quick.
that definitely influenced the ability that Cody had during that match.
Yeah.
But overall, for storyline purposes, it just wasn't enough.
His doctor's probably watching
Cody's
that video cringing.
Yeah, for real.
I really didn't think, I didn't know he was going to win the match. It was just, if the first time he had him in the Kimura, Kimura, was it Kimura?
Yeah,
Yeah, the first time I was like, oh yeah, he's probably done. But then I saw him hold his arm up. I was like, oh, okay, so he's going to keep going. So, okay, I still don't know who's going to win this match. And then, he did it again, and he passed out. Because I think before that, didn't he hit him with, I can't remember what happened before he put him in that Kimura the second time. F5s?
I was going to say, I think he had 5 of them.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I mean, I really didn't have a winner for that match because I didn't know who was going to win.
I would have been happy either way, as long as it was a good match, and it was a good match,
Yeah.
Neither one of them were champions, so I didn't
Cody
really
face
think
at
a lot.
Backlash? Did Cody face him at Backlash?
Brock Lesnar.
And then he beat him. Oh, that's right. Oh yeah. Brock, definitely Brock was going to win that match.
So we're definitely going to get a 3-piece, and I can't tell you who will win that one.
Yeah, Cody's going to win that one. Cody's going to win that one.
I hope. But if he's still being punished, maybe not.
Because if anybody, I mean, he's just going to win the match. He's not winning a championship.
What's the point in billing him for the
But-
match?
Right.
I think if anybody will be done after that, it'd be Brock Lesnar. So
Right.
I think Brock
Like
Lesnar.
with Vince going out, Brock's always had a friendship with Vince, not with Triple H.
Wait a minute, Brock?
Brock, yeah.
I remember that video. He threw that championship with Vince.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, friends can fight.
Exactly.
Yes.
But
I hope
when
Brock
Vince
is
retired,
a businessman.
when
He's
Triple
a
H just took control, last November, October, whenever it was, when all that stuff went down about Vince. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Vince. But when all that shit went down, Triple H took control, and Brock came in that Friday Night SmackDown. He found out Vince was no longer in control, and he said, "Nope, I'm out."
He did.
Yeah, he turned around and walked out the building. But
Brock,
Triple H called
I
him
don't
up
think that
and
was
like,
necessarily because of his friendship, though. I really feel like that was a business thing because he felt like Vince was where his money was. And Triple H had to prove to him, no, I can do the same thing for you that Vince can, but I can give you more.
I think Triple H done a better job.
Triple H is doing an amazing job.
You could tell the difference.
The wrestlers are happier. The fans are happier.
God,
the shows are better. There's not hour-long damn squash matches.
You could tell the difference the moment Vince left.
But you can really tell the difference after this, like this WrestleMania and after has, from what I've seen in articles, been things that truly Hunter has done.
Yeah.
Because you don't, as a fan who watches it every week, you don't realize that a year ago they were setting in place the shit that's going on tonight.
Yeah.
And that Vince has set up this, and this.
Yeah.
And people don't get it. Like, they're like, oh, well, Vince is gone, so it can change completely.
Yeah.
No, it is still a business, and there are still business contracts. So those contracts have to be honored, or you're going to court.
Yep.
And they might have a lot of lawyers, but like, when you're in the wrong, you're in the wrong. So they have to honor those contracts.
That's right. So.
And I don't see Brock going anywhere. I don't see Cody going anywhere.
So that means Cody's probably eventually going to win this championship.
Eventually he will. Eventually he will.
Eventually.
It's just how long will he suffer
and
first.
lose it the next night.
I think it's going to be the World Heavyweight title first.
Yeah.
Which one is the one that Dusty never won?
The
WWE Championship.
The one
which technically kind of really
doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. Right.
It doesn't exist.
It's a belt, but it's a place.
Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. That is what.
Not WWE
Universal.
Or the undisputed WWE
Universal Heavyweight Champion.
So there's no WWE Championship.
And
so
honestly, I can't say that they use heavyweight anymore because they've got the world.
So are we wrapping up the Brock and Cody?
Right, I was wondering.
Because now we're going into Roman.
Okay, so
and I'm ready for my shot because
let's do this first.
I'm done with his 1,000-day reign.
Let's do this first.
To Roman losing his title.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship. Kevin Owens and Seth. You like it?
I like that. That's
expensive. I like that better.
Undisputed Tag Team
But
Championships.
that's good.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Solo and Roman Reigns.
There was no doubt in my mind since the moment this match was announced that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn was walking out with those belts.
How you figure?
How do I figure?
Like,
Because Roman Reigns is not a tag team guy. He said it in his promo. Why would you?
No.
Finish that statement.
Why would you?
Don't get further.
Why would you dedicate a tag team victory to a guy who's not a tag team fighter?
Forget the dedication. Okay, less than 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, you stand in the ring and in front of the camera backstage, both separately, and tell everybody you're not a tag team guy. So then you decide, I'm going to go for these tag team championships. I don't care if it was a fuck you to the Usos, because inevitably that's what it was. It was, you can't get the job done, watch us do it.
Yep.
But you're not a tag team guy. Solo.
Is not
Solo.
a tag team guy.
Okay.
It's literally
Solo. They were going to lose that from the get. I don't care if it is Roman Reigns. They're not tag team guys. He had no business being in the ring in a tag team, for one. And for two, it was Night of Champions. What do you mean your 2-belt championship ass did not show up to defend your title against anybody individually, but you want to try to take the... No.
And on top of that aspect...
I told you we needed that shot, because I'm telling you. That match, that team up had me mad. Not the match, what happened, what went down in it. But the fact of knowing... and I know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. It's going to end up being them and them. You know? But it just... it irked me.
I went
What, the match itself? Like,
that he's not a tag team guy. And here you are, you
Yeah.
have the opportunity to defend your titles, of which we all know that you don't like to fucking do. We all know you don't like that. So, but you have the opportunity.
It goes back to that meme. What was it? Roman Reigns slammed, was it John Cena?
Right.
No, John Cena slammed The Rock for going Hollywood. He did it.
Yep.
And Roman Reigns...
Slammed.
Who did he slam?
I think it was
Brock Lesnar.
It was Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
For being a part-time.
That's right.
and
That's
now
right.
he's a
And
part-time.
he's
Now
That's right.
he's a part-time.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
you're going to complain about these things
Yeah.
But you're gonna
literally
do
on
Yeah.
live national television.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're going to turn around and dispute your own thing. No, I will not acknowledge you. How about you get some consistency and learn to stay in your lane, and we can talk about acknowledgement.
And I will take this moment and this platform to express my opinions of years now, ever since The Rock and John Cena did their bit of how John Cena bitched about him going to Hollywood, like you just mentioned, and how John Cena turned right around and did the exact same thing. And I have been pissed about that for years, and I have not cheered for John. Literally, I was a John Cena fan growing up,
Mm-hmm.
and I have not cheered for John Cena for years because of that fact. But
Hypocritical.
John Cena has also went on record and said, I understand
That I
why
said this.
The Rock did this. I
and I did
understand why.
Hell, I
he
understand.
did things.
I understand.
Money is money, and his
It's-
body can't pay for
That's
his
right.
house anymore.
You can't wrestle for
Right.
but you don't you.
Ric Flair has no business in a ring.
No,
I
he
love
does
Ric
not.
Flair. I love Ric Flair. But Ric Flair has no business in a ring.
No.
At all.
We take care of our old folks here in the South, okay? Like, that's what
And
we
Ric
do.
Flair should know that. He's from
Right,
Charlotte.
he's from
Like, come
Charlotte.
on.
You know, so you have to eventually figure out another way to make money. And I understand, you know, he gets trillions of dollars for being in a Charmin commercial and a Glad Bag commercial. You think if I couldn't do that, I would? Like, you know,
No,
but
yeah.
his body can't do it anymore every week.
No, wrestling is it's just to get you. It's supposed to get you to the next level.
It gives you hype,
Like,
it gives you a
it-
name, it makes people know who you are.
It gets you there. You know, it gets you to where it gives you. It's a platform that you can get movies, you can get commercials.
Yeah,
Right.
Eventually, you can get out of it.
it's a stepping stone
Exactly.
to take you to other places.
Exactly. That's
You
exactly
can't get mad when people are going to these other
That's
places
exactly right.
because they don't come back as often as you
Right.
think they
You
should.
I'm making more money, and I'm not
And
hurting
I'm
my
not
body
getting,
every week.
getting the shit beat out of me.
Exactly.
See, but my problem with that is both of you were talking about the aspect of, and yes, John Cena has done it, and The Rock has done it.
Mhm.
I can get more money if I go to these movies.
Mhm.
Me personally, if I can't say 100% if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't take the money to go do Hollywood movies. But I can tell you from a fan perspective of somebody who had the opportunity 5 years ago to go learn to professional wrestling,
Mhm.
wrestle, didn't do it,
Mhm.
and now don't have the money or the time to be able to do it. I can tell you that thinking now, if I was in their shoes, I like professional wrestling of it.
And I can
I
tell
can
you,
completely understand people being pissed off because you leave, or you say you love professional wrestling so much, but you leave just to go make money.
so if you love a flower, right, you leave the flower on the plant.
Exactly,
You don't
leave
pick it, right? Because picking it damages its body and makes its lifetime
Right.
end. Wrestling is picking the flower. You have to understand that as the woman who would have had to take care of you, I would prefer you do the movies. And it's not necessarily, oh, I can get more money, because it's John Cena and it's The Rock. They don't need more money. They just need the money.
I mean, no.
You know,
In its longevity, it's like if you look at The Rock now.
you might get 30 years.
If you look at The Rock now, this dude gets up every morning and works out. He don't even have to really do anything else. Like
Have you seen his French toast recipe?
no.
Okay, it is. This is how much this man works out, because he can eat shit like this. It
Oh,
is,
yeah.
It is this big,
Yeah.
and it's a brioche loaf of bread
Yeah.
made into French toast.
Is
Okay,
this
Like,
this is his cheat day when he do that?
I don't know. He made it for him and his kids,
Oh, yeah.
and it looked delicious. But like it blew my mind to see. You know, I'm expecting muscle milk and salads and kale and cucumber, like.
Yeah, and I
And
mean,
he's making French toast, and I'm like, see,
and
I can eat French toast.
let me see if I can find it. The Rock. Let me see. Here it goes. The Rock just announced his tequila brand Terramana has sold 1 million cases over the last 12 months. That makes it the fastest growing spirit in U.S. history.
Listen, liquor's always gonna make money.
And for context, Casamigos was selling 170,000 cases annually.
Yep.
when they sold 1 billion in 2017.
Yep.
So he sold 1 million in 12 months when Casamigos was selling 170,000 annually, and they made $1 billion in 2017. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He ain't got to wrestle. He ain't
Exactly,
exactly.
but that's my point. He's all about the money.
He's
But
worth
to
$400 million.
Whereas for me, I'm all about the wrestling.
To segue back into
That's
it,
fine.
though,
That's
you
fine.
know, Roman is a part-timer, and he's not currently doing Hollywood.
He's not doing
and all
anything.
that stuff.
No, he's sitting at home on his ass in his island hoping the volcano don't blow up.
And the belts are making him money. And I understand we wanted him to get 1,000 days. He is.
That's his only.
I can
That's
acknowledge
his only
his
problem
technical
of the
skill,
day.
but I'll just be honest with you. I've never thought that Roman could do it by himself. First, he had to have the shield. Then he has to have the blood on.
I never.
And that's how I feel.
I never thought he'd be where he's at right now.
Right, and I can appreciate the man that he is right there. I love that for him. But I've never, in my head, seen him as an individualist champion. Like, he has to have a team or he can't win. He has to have Paul do dirty shit. And I'm here to tell you, that's gone.
Hey, you know.
And Solo has a choice to make because that's Roman and that's the paycheck, but that's his brother.
He's gonna pick Roman.
He's gonna pick Roman right now.
After he just got.
Here's my thing. Here's what I think. Here's what I think. I think the paranoia is gonna set in Roman, and even if Solo was to try to be loyal, Roman's gonna ruin it because he's gonna be paranoid.
For me, I went into
The
this
look
match.
on his face last night was like,
Did we even get to introduce in this match?
What?
The SmackDown Tag Team Championship match.
Yeah.
Especially. Did we introduce it and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's, I mean, it was a good match.
It was a good match. Okay.
It ended exactly how I thought it would.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
about
I went
that.
into it knowing that they were going to turn on.
I mean, I knew down to the super kicks.
About that, and they said that on SmackDown that the Usos weren't going to be there, but I knew they were going to be there.
Yeah, there was no way they weren't.
And when they went in, they started attacking, I think, Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And they got in the ring and they were kicking
They
Sami
were gonna
Zayn.
super kick Sammy.
I was like, they're going to kick Solo.
And then they kicked Solo,
And
and
it
all
happened.
Roman saw, he
They were
didn't see
kicking
the
Solo.
Sammy
Yeah.
portion.
They were kicking Solo.
He saw Solo.
He didn't even know they were there until they kicked
So
Solo.
then he gets in the ring and he's like, "What did you just do?
Yeah.
What did you just do?"
I was like, this is it.
Well, see, my whole thing about that is that ultimately they accidentally hit Solo.
Yeah.
There was no doubt in my mind that was their brother. They didn't mean to hit Solo, but they turned right around and they full blown intentionally destroyed Roman.
No.
Well, look, Solo was their
It
brother.
was just Jimmy.
It was.
It was just Jimmy.
And
It was
I'm
just
afraid that
Jimmy.
Jay's gonna
Jay
turn on
needs to
Jimmy.
stop it.
You think Jay's going to turn on
I'm
Jimmy?
afraid of it. I don't think
No.
he is. I'm afraid he is.
I don't think he is. Because you remember all that hell.
Right.
man.
Because,
It's
well,
just
the only
Jay.
thing that I think is that, the only reason I think is because at this point, I think that he is in it's a fight or flight situation. We gotta save our lives, bro, and to do that, we need to be with him.
What, Roman Reigns?
That's how I think, like, that him taking the belts from his brother's hands and handing them to Roman the night before made me be like, okay, are they gonna try to spin it to where, like, now he's the one that's like, no, we gotta be good, like, we gotta do, we gotta get out from under this, we gotta stay like this, we gotta, do what we're supposed to do, we gotta do what he says, because you're right, he was the one, he was going through bullshit after bullshit, he was not down with Sammy, and then now it's like, well,
I don't think Jay's going to turn on Jimmy.
I hope not. I don't necessarily think he will. It's just a glimmer of a possibility in my head.
Because that means Jimmy's by himself, and I just can't see that. I can see Jay finally coming to life. And like,
Main event Jimmy Uso.
Somebody said Jimmy versus Roman Reigns
They were talking
at Money in
about
the Bank.
Right.
2 years ago. They were talking about solo runs for the Usos.
Solo.
They were talking
Solo
about individual
runs.
runs. For
Oh, solo runs.
the same way that they're doing with the Street Profits now, where there's whispers about Montez breaking off by himself and doing something.
Now
it was the same thing 2 years ago.
Them two, Jimmy and Jay, they'd be great by themselves. I don't know about
I think
Dawkins.
they're the epitome
Dawkins,
of tag team, though.
Dawkins
I
can't
don't know.
cut it by himself.
No, he needs.
As unfortunate as that is, but
Yeah.
he needs Montez Ford.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
needs Montez.
Yeah, I can't see it. I mean, he's been great in single matches, but
He's got Montez Ford out there.
yeah, but as far as I just like Jay Uso that whole time when Jimmy was out and Jay was by himself.
Right,
He killed it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He killed it. I was like, yeah, that brings me to my next point. And I think I told you this. The bloodline drama that's on TV, I love it. I can't get enough.
Right.
These end of these matches where it's like it's not even wrestling no more. It's like dialogue and they just and they're acting and they're emotional.
It's,
And I'm like,
are actors.
I'm like, oh no, every single bit of these people are actors. But it's like when they put that on the screen, I'm
He has that argument with
100%
people all the
invested.
time.
Huh?
He has that argument with people all the time.
Because
Because they're like, man, they don't do nothing. They ain't talented.
Oh.
And they're like, are you
Whoa.
kidding? He's like, are you
Right.
kidding me?
Right?
whoa.
He's like, they're the most talented people on
Let's
earth. Tell me somebody that can do this physically and
It's like
act.
a post I shared the other day on Facebook. It literally said, UFC did not, publicize the ability of MMA fighters. It was something along the effects of they
WWE gave MMA
the
MMA
abilities
fighters
of
popularity.
wrestlers. Like, wrestlers are the epitome of athleticism in the world. Because ultimately, you have to be able, like with boxing, with UFC, with really any fighting sport, athletic sport that you have, wrestling combines literally every single aspect of it. Every bit of it. You got acting, you got running, you got cardio, you got stamina, you got strength,
You got lifting.
you got selling, you got acting. Like, you have fucking everything
Lifting, jumping,
in the
flying,
confines
all
of these ropes.
Let's get this straight right now. These wrestlers or superstars, whatever you want to call them, they're athletic, they're talented.
I wouldn't want to run into any of them in a back alley.
No, hell no.
No, they might be, the shit is scripted, yes, but
And they're real people.
they're real people, and like
There's
for
real
one, Baron Corbin, he's a real boxer.
Right.
Yeah.
He can really wipe the floor.
He's
with
a
it.
legitimate football player.
Yeah, he will beat your ass. Like, he's a boxer. So there's another one I think, but I don't know what it is. But some of these people, they actually MMA. Shayna Baszler, she knows some shit.
Ronda Rousey.
She's-
I hate to
Brock
ride.
Lesnar.
I hate to ride her name, but Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, it's like these people, they know some shit. So it's like,
And she became. Everybody was like, "Oh man, she's going to WWE. That's gonna be such a joke." She came to WWE and got more scary, guys.
yeah. I mean, for her first match, she, for somebody to come in,
For everyone to
For-
immediately know who you are
And what
from a
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
different, like you
Yeah.
have never before stepped a toe into a WWE
Yeah.
anything, and you can walk out.
yeah,
And I think it's amazing that she has Rowdy Piper's
Ronda Rousey, Logan Paul,
Yeah.
He's scary.
fuck, even Bad Bunny.
I really
his match
expected
at
him to be a
Backlash.
joke. I expected Logan Paul to be a joke, but Logan Paul has really showed up.
Bad Bunny's match was great.
I will go to the effect of
But Logan Paul, every time he was on TV,
It's been.
Dude, I am
great.
zoned
He
in.
made me.
Yeah, it's
he
been
made
great.
me want to watch a match with the
Yeah.
Miz. And as much as I like
Exactly.
the Miz as a TV personality, because I do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, Logan
he's
Paul.
a TV personality at this point. He don't wrestle so much anymore, and that's okay that he stepped into that role.
Mhm.
But Logan Paul made that a match I even wanted to see.
Yeah.
I am very much a person of celebrities
He wanted to hate Logan so
don't
bad.
belong in the ring.
No.
He wanted to hate him so bad.
I mean,
I will sit here.
Even Bad Bunny, he showed up.
he showed up.
I will sit here and advocate every day of all these people sitting here. Oh, I'm a celebrity. They may not be saying that, but it's the point of I'm a celebrity and you're a wrestler, and I'm better than you.
Donald Trump
Example.
getting son.
Donald Trump.
I will
Example.
never forget that.
Logan Paul.
Childhood poor memory.
Example. Bad all of these people I use because as much as women may hate him, Donald Trump's a good example because that motherfucker took every bit that wrestling gave him.
Well, back
and went on with it.
at that time, yeah, and at that time, like celebrities being in the ring wasn't like how it is now.
It wasn't.
Because when they did the celebrity host or guest host, like they would get in there and do like a clothesline or something. That's about
not,
it.
You know.
But now they're
Bad Bunny
they're
wrestling.
wrestling. They're wrestling.
And you know, I can see Logan because Logan comes from wrestling.
Yeah.
Not wrestling,
he
from
comes from
fighting.
boxing.
He comes from a form of fighting. So it's kind of, kindred, okay, like they're a lot different, but it's in the same, field house.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get people like Bad Bunny, he is a musician.
Exactly.
Like my kids knew who he was because
and he has shown up.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. And the mother trucker will go to his concert the next day or make an appearance. Yeah, it's like you just wrestled in the match. And I don't care what you did. I don't care. I don't care if it was a regular match. You're gonna be sore the next day.
I'm taking the day off. If I walk out on the entrance ramp, I'm like, guys, I can't work tomorrow.
Yeah,
for real.
You're gonna be sore the next day. So I think it was a couple of days after Backlash. He was at a basketball game.
It was a huge. I know he had a huge concert. Not even a week.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah. And
and
he showed up. So I mean, like him, especially in Logan Paul, like. Him doing that, what was it, frog splash off the top rope onto the announce table?
Dude, that shit.
Him and
Ricochet going across.
That was
And I saw an interview about that, right? And they're like, so did you guys practice that? And Logan's kind of like, nah, man. We got up on the top rope and we did the damn thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, because how do we practice that?
Yeah.
You don't.
That was crazy.
And when people are like, oh my God, wrestling is fake, this is the shit that I showed them.
Ooh.
Tell me how that's fake.
Just like you get the Evan Bourne RKO, the shooting star press into the RKO, one of the most famous RKOs you ever have. There's an interview out there that is Evan Bourne point blank saying, we did not practice this. We did not do anything. There is no practicing that. What you saw on live television was what you got. He got up there on the top rope, he jumped, he did the shooting star press, and Randy Orton jumped up and hit him with the RKO. And that was it. There was no practicing, there was no mats, there was no nothing.
Top 5. That was a top 5.
Top 5, that's a top 3, top 2.
It could be a top 3.
Number 1.
I
don't know, the one of him doing his kid into the pool, that belongs
to
that's just great for parental
purposes.
That's
compartmentalizes. Are we talking about just all around?
No,
just talking about wrestling.
No, wrestling. With Randy Orton doing it. That's what I saw.
Randy's
It's up there. It's up there in the top 5. That was in the top 5. That one and the Seth Rollins
going into the stomp. He goes to hit the stomp and
that one right
throws
there.
him up.
I don't know why, but that one right there.
It's because it's the whole momentum. Because Seth had to put every bit of his weight on Randy's shoulder for Randy to push up, for him to launch him in the air high enough for him to come up and grab him.
That was probably my favorite.
It's my favorite, but
we have to go look at the archives.
That was my favorite one.
We'd have to go dig in. We ain't got time for
that. I think I shared a video on Twitter. You had to watch it. But I think that was my favorite. The Evan Bourne one, that might have been top 3. I ain't gonna lie. That might have been top. It might have been 2. It might have been number 2 for me. There was one with Rey Mysterio sliding out of the ring. Okay, anyway. What were we talking about?
We're talking about
Randy Orton. Not Randy Orton. Roman Reigns.
Yes, let's get back to that. So, anytime the Bloodline is on TV and there's drama and it's always like at the end of the match. Before, oh my goodness. I'm invested. Don't even talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Right, it's just hush.
I'm loving the rest of it, but honestly, and this is just my personal opinion, and I know the internet's going to come for me, Roman needs to lose the titles. They need to be separated.
You know what? Now that I say that,
it's now or the next year.
Now that I say I like this drama, this Bloodline drama, I don't know. I kind of wanted to go.
See, I'm a little bit. We have a second title now. We have Seth freaking Rollins.
You're right.
That can take the World Heavyweight Eliminator
title
to a new thing. We can
as long as that doesn't
stagnate.
As long as that doesn't do what Gunther's doing right now, because I like him, but like it's really stagnant.
Speaking
as long as it doesn't
Gunther,
get stagnant, we're fine.
I think Gunther just needs to legitimately 100% pass the belt. I don't mean let's have a match and Gunther lose. I mean Gunther be like, I beat everybody. I don't want this anymore. Let me go for the world heavyweight title.
They're gonna have to make him injured or something.
Yeah.
No, they need to tell. He needs to walk out to the ring without
And be
his
like,
friends
I don't want this
and
anymore.
just be
I
like,
want
I'll
those.
beat everybody. Give me something else.
Drop it in the ring. It was a good match.
Mm-hmm. It was a great match.
You know, Sami Zayn has never been allowed in Saudi Arabia before.
No, I did not know that.
Because he's Syrian.
Really? Wow.
No,
He's
of Syrian
He's of Syrian descent, so this
So
is
he
the
has
first time he was
never been
welcomed.
allowed in Saudi Arabia.
So
Wow.
that's why
He was,
when you saw him come out to the ring and he
hit
looked
the
like
glow.
he was glowing, it's because they were singing his song. He wasn't allowed
He
there
didn't-
because of the government.
he didn't
because of the
expect
fans.
fans to support. He literally said in an interview with somebody 2 days before, I am worried about the Saudi fans accepting
I
me.
did not know that.
And then he came out to the conference on Friday night, their time, our time, Thursday afternoon, Thursday late night, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he came out to the conference and they were serenading him, just like they were in the pay-per-view.
Oh.
And
And
ultimately, he damn near cried
That's
because, they accepted him. They wanted him. The whole reason he was even accepted into the country was because
The
the
fans.
fans wanted him there.
I did not know that.
And so he came out and he did the fucking thing.
Mhm.
And ultimately, there's not much I can say other than you can see it right there.
We got
First, it was the best match of the night. In
It
my
was.
opinion,
It
it was the best match.
It was the
They
best
couldn't
match.
have done it better.
It was the best match.
Which leads into my next statement of it was done perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
For me
Yeah.
of all people, to say that there is a wrestling match
Mhm.
that was perfect,
Mm-hmm.
that was it. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I do agree. I think that was the best match of the night. So
and obviously, I'm a KO fan, so
yeah, you got the KO shirt on.
I was totally cool.
I missed the memo. I didn't know we had to wear wrestling shirts.
Well,
It was
I
an
mean,
idea we had. We were
let's
looking
talk
at-
wrestling. I figured we were
But
wrestling.
You're right.
You're from North Carolina.
You're right. Cameron Grimes, that's right.
That's
Cameron Grimes.
important.
Hey, and North Carolina is one of the best wrestling states.
It really is,
So,
though.
oh yeah. And then even when Cody Rhodes came out in Greensboro,
Right.
he said
Him acknowledging
he said
our
he
Coliseum
knows. That's
awesome.
right. He knows this hollow. He's been on this hollow
because it's the
ground.
home of Starcade.
That's right. So y'all better put some respect on North Carolina
Right.
because
respect
it
on
is
that.
it is one of the best wrestling states ever. I don't
Yeah.
care what y'all say.
There's
On
definitely a
that,
rich history.
on that note, we all agree it was the best match of the night. We all agree it was fairly well perfect.
Yep.
Who is next in line for the WWE Tag Team Championships? Because don't worry, the Universal Championship question is next. But who is in line next for the WWE Tag Team Championships?
So that's why I said I don't think Jay is going to turn on Jimmy. And I
Because it's
think
gonna be Jay and
I think it's going to be the Usos.
But
Or-
right now,
Who-
they are
It's going to be pretty
dealing
deadly.
with
It's going to be pretty
I
deadly.
think they'll separate the belts.
It's going to be pretty deadly.
I think they'll separate the belts. It'll be good. I missed something.
There's some bullshit no-name tag team from NXT that for some godforsaken reason got drafted to the main roster, and I don't freaking understand why.
Oh my god.
Give them time.
Bro, I live to see faces like you just made.
Oh, I
I know you
That's-
and Wolf.
You
know.
I wasn't serious at all. I'm sorry. I
So
wasn't
you
serious.
think they're pretty deadly? Honestly,
No, I was
He
kidding.
was
Oh,
joking.
well, I think the Street Profits. The Street
I
Profits. are
thought
missing
about
out on
them
the tag team
first.
titles.
I thought about them
Yeah.
first.
It's about time
But-
for them to win again.
I don't know, because
The
they were out
championship.
there messing with LA Knight.
Well,
Eh,
that's
I think that's kind of filler.
That might be a filler, and they're gonna have an individual match. And
Yeah.
I'll give them a week or two. Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one as the one I don't know of today.
Yeah, that's
So-
random. That's random.
So then that kind
Shit,
of
they've been
leaves
pushing the
the.
Vikings a lot too.
What is next for Roman Reigns? What is next for our tribal
That's
chief
hard.
head of the table?
Maybe Randy Orton is coming. I don't know. I don't know who else is out there
Who
to
can take
challenge
it from
him.
The Rock,
But then who's gonna
fixed
take
that.
it from The Rock, believably?
John Cena.
God, they'll be circling back.
Are we bringing Ric Flair out next? I mean, come on.
No, I mean I've heard that I think
all
Waller,
honesty,
Rock, and Roman Reigns. I think
Grayson-
Waller.
I think that's probably just hype.
Grayson
because
Waller?
they're
I think Grayson Waller
For
from
who?
NXT or not.
Who's the guy that they've
Braun
been pushing?
Breaker.
There you
Braun
go.
Breaker. There you go.
Braun
Yeah. Not
No,
Grayson
no,
Waller.
that's not the other. There was another guy who was out last night.
He was.
They're pushing him really hard. He's from NXT.
Yeah, I mean, you got
It might be
Braun
Braun
Breaker, you got Carmelo Hayes.
There you go.
No, but he's champion, isn't he? He's
Carmelo
NXT
Hayes?
champion.
No, Braun Breaker is NXT champion, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Carmelo Hayes.
But we all know even
No.
if they come to the main roster, though, they drop the NXT
No,
championship.
Carmelo Hayes is the champion now. He beat Braun Breaker at
When
the,
did he beat
the
Braun Breaker?
WrestleMania.
Just Google who is NXT champion.
The WrestleMania event for NXT. He beat Braun Breaker.
Oh shit, yeah.
We got to afford
Where?
Lowe's.
Lowe's. Oh, that's yeah. That's correct. So so I will say with that match.
No, you're right, Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, he's champion.
April 1st.
Yeah,
Yep.
WrestleMania. So I will say the crowd was into that match more than any other match too.
Yeah.
I'd say we should
On
take a
the
shot.
card. Oh,
One last final
So
shot.
we can round it out.
Yeah.
But
And another thing, just for the show, they could have made special stipulations for at least one of the matches.
Right.
very
Because
true.
All
There
of the
could've been
matches,
something.
Or
were
just
based
straight
just
matches.
matches.
Even in the WWE game, it teaches you to, space your card out, have the right matches in the right place.
Yeah.
And, I don't feel like they're following their own simple logic here
No.
somewhat with all of this. Like, because some of these people don't have any place to go with their storyline, and I really feel like, a couple of years ago, the storyline, like when they finished this match, you were like,
Mm-hmm. You know what would have been good? A TLC match for the
I
tag
know.
team championships.
I'm hoping Money in the Bank is
Money in the Bank could be good.
a little more fun.
I give this pay-per-view, Night of Champions pay-per-view, the one I can remember. Shout out to 2008. fucking
18, 19, somewhere around there. We're not real sure. We drank a lot.
Whatever it was, we did drink a lot. But shout out to that night. But I think this pay-per-view that I can remember from all of it,
It's probably the best Night of
overall,
Champions I've seen.
it's been the best Night of Champions that I've seen in some time.
Yeah, the one in Charlotte sucked.
It's
I ain't gonna lie.
been.
I mean, no reason.
So
I
didn't
understand
miss
why
much
you
of
were
it.
asleep.
No.
Great.
No, you
Fantastic.
sleeping was the epitome of our night. Okay,
Yeah.
like
It sucks. It to me it
Well,
sucked.
I understand.
Like if you go back and look at it, it sucked.
we had a good time drinking your beer, but the rest of it was like.
Like one of the women's
Well, wasn't
championship
it-
match was in a disqualification.
It was one of the first ones, wasn't it,
What?
of the Night of Champions?
What do you mean?
Or like.
No, it wasn't the first one. Yeah, it's been a lot of them. It's been a few of them.
I guess it's just the first
Overall,
one
though,
I remember.
I'd give this Night of Champions probably somewhere around to about an 8 out of 10.
I'm saying like an 8.5.
100% agree. 8 out of 10.
I'm saying like
100%
8.5.
agree.
Yeah.
100% agree. Because it was a little down at first, but then the main event.
The main event.
KO won, Oscar won, my people won. I'm happy, so I'm saying 8.5.
Yeah, I say an 8 out of 10. But
I agree.
we appreciate y'all watching.
Most
Appreciate
definitely.
y'all.
We had a lot of
Check in
fun.
the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. So next pay is Money in the Bank.
Money
So
in the Bank.
we're gonna.
I'm going with either my man AJ Styles or Cameron Grimes.
And if anybody has anything that they want us to talk about, feel free to tell us.
So make sure y'all comment and like this video. Express your opinions and thoughts of anything that y'all saw on this. But we're gonna see y'all again. This is our first one. It's gonna get better. We're gonna have a name. We don't have a name yet.
I think I'm in the
I'm in
next
Banner.
video. Let's talk wrestling.
We're gonna look into that. Let's Talk Wrestling
We gotta
podcast.
make
Let,
we
let
don't
us
copy
know if
anybody.
you've got,
Don't
if you got some
copyright
ideas, if you got copyright ideas, that's someone else's, let us know. Give us your ideas.
Yeah. So we'll see y'all next time for Money in the Bank. Peace.